choky, necky, love, black, love. Stop the video! Just stop it! I can't take it!
The PlayStation Vita title Megatagmension Blanc Neptune vs. Zombies, that's a bit difficult to say, was a hack and slash game that poked fun at B-grade films. Now it comes over to the PC in a basic but serviceable port.
If you must know, I write it all out in my head. That way I'll never lose it.
So you're saying if I want to read the script, all I have to do is smash your head open? That's good to know.
Neptune vs. Zombies is a spin-off game where the goddesses from game industry have become regular high school students to gain a better understanding of human life. However, due to poor attendance, the school is now facing closure. In an attempt to save the school, Blanc and Neptune team up to create a zombie film to attract interest in the school. As with previous Neptune games, you can expect plenty of game references, internet memes, and fourth wall jokes. But in this particular entry, the script pokes fun at B-grade films with stuff like acting hiccups and continuity errors.
Blah, blah. I want to suck your blood. Ram, I don't think that's what zombies sound like.
Gameplay is comprised of button mashing, hack and slashing, and small arenas with waves of enemies. Each mission involves killing a specific number of enemies or the final boss. Initially the game is fun in that Dynasty Warriors kind of way, but eventually the repetition sinks in after you've seen the same dozen enemies in 4 locations recycled numerous times. It's best to play the game in small doses, and I did have some fun experimenting with different characters, but there are a couple of flaws that can't be forgiven. For example, there are some missions where you have to wander aimlessly for a few minutes to find the next enemy, and there is no instant retry when you fail a mission. Instead, the game boots you back to the pre-mission screen, which has to load. Next, you have to select your characters and the mission. Then the mission has to load, and after a minute of waiting, you can try again. So exhausting.
If a teacher told you to sniff a sock that hasn't been washed for a week, would you sniff it?
Unfortunately, the game is quite short, clocking in at less than 5 hours. There is some replay value of extra cutscenes to be unlocked, and you can also spend time collecting treasure, upgrading characters, and tackle missions with friends in multiplayer. But at the time recording, there is multiple bugs that cause the online to crash. As for the PC port, it's a pretty basic effort with the only options being various display modes and resolution options. The game offers resolutions up to 4K, and the frame rate was 60 frames per second right out of the box, unlike Mafia 3, the optimization is fairly good and runs well even on my laptop. However, there are some odd bugs like the intro movie occupying a fraction of the screen. Very odd.
Gotta go fast!
To be honest, I didn't really enjoy this game. There's definitely a solid foundation, but the repetitive environments and enemies plus the bugs and design quirks makes this game a bit of a chore. I did enjoy the cutscenes and experimenting with different characters, but I can't help but feel the rapid fire of these Neptune spin-offs are affecting the quality.
It's an item. Trick or treat.